Hi, welcome to Jackie and the Other Side of Beauty. If this is your first time here, I hope you will consider subscribing if you enjoyed today's video. And if you're returning to the channel, it's always good to have you back. In today's video, we are doing my first brush declutter. So if you're interested in seeing what brushes are on their way out, then you'll have to keep watching. As I mentioned, I am doing my first brush declutter, and I just have too many brushes, and a lot of them have not been used in such a long time. So I thought today would be a perfect time to do a brush declutter. And I do want to pass these brushes along to my sister because I truly don't know how that girl gets ready in the morning. She only has a handful of brushes, and I don't know how she makes it happen. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the brush declutter. Looks like I have the least amount of eye brushes, so we'll go ahead and talk about those first. And we're just going to talk about the ones I'm going to declutter. What I'm going to do is pick them out, cleanse them, and then take them to her house. That's lucky. Take them to her house. Anytime he comes back from the groomers, he's a little itchy. So that's all his dog tags clink, clink, clanking around. So these are my eye brushes, and I don't use probably half of these. You know how you start honing in on your favorite brushes and you use them over and over again? Well, that's the case here. So I'm going to just lay them out and show you the ones that I want to get rid of. Okay, number one. This is one by ColourPop, and it's the L1 brush. This brush right here is on its way out. This is so hard and stiff. I don't really know what this brush is supposed to do. It's so thin, which I do like that part, but the brush itself is so, I don't know what it's supposed to do. It is really hard and stiff, so I'm getting rid of this one, and I don't even know if I'm going to pass this along to my sister, but that one's on its way out. Still has some brushes in the with the cover on. This is another ColourPop brush. It's kind of like a little paddle brush, but I'm keeping that one. This one is another itty bitty something. But once in a while, if I have to wear liner on my top lid, I will reach for that one. Now this is one that's on its way out. It's one of these angled brushes. I got this in one of my subscription boxes, and I don't like it. So it's cute in theory, but I don't like it. So it's on its way out. This one is another one of these little flat brushes, and I really don't use this one. This is by BH Cosmetics. It's their number 11 brush. I think you're supposed to use this like if you want to carve out your eyebrows, which I did today, but I didn't use this brush. I used the one on the back of this brush with the spoolie. So this is the one I used today, not this one, but I think I'll go ahead and keep both of them. Okay, here's one. A little, doesn't say what this brush, oh, this is a smudge brush. And I really don't use this brush either. So this is by e.l.f. And I think I'm going to declutter this one, pass it along. It looks like I have another one by another brand. And I can't even tell who this brand is by. I got it in a subscription box, I know. So this one is going to go. Here's another brush in the wrapper. Let's see. Do I use this? I think I use this sometimes. Now this is a little fluffy brush that I used to use a lot. This is BMX 430 crease brush. I'm going to put this to the side. I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of that one yet. Here's another angled brush. And I think this is a BH Cosmetics brush also. And I'm going to declutter this one. I may not give both of those to my sister. I may pass that along to someone else. This doesn't go in here, so she doesn't have too many of those. Here's another brush in the wrapper by ColourPop. This is a thin little smudger brush, so I think I'll keep this one. Okay, here's another BH Cosmetics brush. So not that I don't like BH Cosmetics. This is just what they call maybe a packer brush. And you can put on your mobile lid. I'm going to go ahead and declutter that brush. This doesn't go here. And probably I want to... I did like these, but I'm really not so in love with them so much anymore. So, I may want to keep this one though. But, I think I'll just give this whole set to my sister. I never reach for those anymore. Here's a little brush here. I'm going to pass this one along. And let me look through here one more time. I'm thinking about passing this one along as well. Yeah, I don't reach for this one that often either, so I'm going to pass that one along. I just want the brushes that I absolutely love and that I reach for over and over. I almost want to get rid of this one right here, but I do know that I use this occasionally when I really have to do some blending. This is a big fluffy brush and it covers a lot of area, so I'll keep that one. What about this one here? I think I have a few of these. I have both of these brushes, which are kind of similar. This one's just bigger than this one. I think I'll pass this one along. Keep that one and pass this one along. I don't even know if my sister's gonna know what to do with these brushes. I think I'm set now. Still have quite a few, and I think I am just going to go ahead and pass this one along too. Okay, so I'm going to keep these and clean these up for myself. And as far as eye brushes, these are the ones that I'm going to be passing along to my sister. Right here. I think she'll enjoy these. Now for face brushes, I have two containers. Like, these are just my eye brushes. For face brushes, I have two containers. So let's get into it. Here's another brush that still has the paper on it. I'm hesitant to give her face brushes because a lot of times she just uses her hand. But let's see. I know there are face brushes that I want to get rid of. Looks like in this batch, I actually want to keep all of these. The only ones that are on a maybe list are both of these Luxie brushes. They're very similar. This one just seems a little bit fluffier. And sometimes I will use this to, you know, contour, or sometimes I will use it for my bronzer. So I'm going to keep those in the maybe pile. Now, most of the brushes that I think I am going to pass along are in here. So I keep these in my master bath and I don't really use them. Like right here, I have a Sigma brush. This is the Precision Flat P80 brush. I've never used this. This is, I guess, for concealer. Never used this brush, so I'm going to pass that along. And here is the Sigma, looks like P33 brush. And this is at an angle. And it looks again like it is a concealer brush. I just don't enjoy putting concealer on with a brush. It's not my thing, so I'm going to pass this brush along. I do like the Sigma. You guys have seen this. This is the Angle Kabuki F84 brush. I do enjoy this for concealer. And I used to use this powder brush all the time when I didn't have any brushes. This is by e.l.f. And I'm going to pass this along. Looks like I have... Now, I do enjoy this one from time to time. This is another e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I used to use this for concealer, so I did enjoy that brush. But now here we have another Sigma Flat Kabuki brush. Now, I did use this brush most recently. I must have had this container in here, and I didn't see any of my foundation brushes, so I did enjoy using this brush. I don't know, this is in the maybe pile because I may consider keeping this one, even though if I had to reach, I definitely would reach for the angled brush, but you know, this wasn't bad, so I may hang on to that one. Here's another foundation brush by Luxie, and I don't really use this that often, but I did like it, so maybe I'll move it to another container. This one is a powder brush. Don't use this one that often. Again, this is by Luxie. Yeah, maybe I'll pass this one on to my sister. I really don't like this one by Fenty Beauty. This is their 110 foundation brush. I don't know. I do like a dense brush, but this is just too much. So this one, I will pass along to my sister. Now this brush right here is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki, and I don't really know what this brush is for. I don't know if this is for powder or what, but I don't use this one, so I'll pass that along. This is a little brush I used to use. This is one of my subscription box brushes. Just a little powder brush, so I don't use that anymore. So I'll pass that along. Here's another, it looks like I'm getting rid of a lot of my Sigma brushes. But this is another Sigma Precision Taper brush. Maybe I'll keep this one and just try it. I know I don't really use it. And here's another one of these little itty bitty brushes. This does go slightly angled, just slightly, but it's not my thing. This is by BH Cosmetics, the 107 brush. Getting rid of that one. And then here I have two, forgot what these are, dual fiber brushes. I have one by Luxie and one by Half Caked. I think I got this one when I received their, what was it, their blush? Yeah, I received a blush, and I got a blush brush with it. Now, I don't know. I got it with this one. Both of these came together. I don't really know why this would require a dual fiber brush, really. So I really haven't ever used it, period, really. So I feel like I only need one. So let's keep this one. Or do we want to keep this one? Because I have definitely used this one before. Do you need two? What can I do with two? This one is so big. Is this too big if I want to do blush? I'm going to keep this one and give this one away. Oh, here this is. My e.l.f. Jelly Pop. I don't know what is running here. And these are my little I think the other ones are in here. My little travel set of the Milani brushes that I used to take to work. Yeah, I think I'm going to dig the other ones out of here and just leave them in my drawer at work because I don't reach for them any other time. And then this one is my Pat McGrath Labs brush. And I did use this today when I color corrected. So I'm going to keep this one and take this one to work. And so back to these two. Maybe I'll keep this one because this one seems a little flat and this one is more round. So maybe I'll keep this one and pass this one along. So, got rid of a lot of Sigma. So as far as face brushes, these are the face brushes I'm getting rid of. Face brushes, concealer, foundation. So I'm going to clean these up and pass these along. And let's see if, I still don't think they all will fit in my little container. Okay, because here are all the ones I'm keeping. All these. You know, I'm keeping my Merit brush. Yeah, they're still not all gonna fit. And then these right here. You'll probably see these over and over. And then, of course, my newest acquisition is my Morphe brush. Right here. And so I still have 2 containers worth of brushes, but they're not as full as they were. So that's it, you guys. I will pan down and give you one last overview of the brushes that I will be passing along to my sister. I'm sure, hopefully, she will appreciate it. Let's see. I am going to go ahead and clean them up today. I don't think I'm going to Dad's house today, but I'm going to clean these up and probably take them over to her on, she won't be home on Tuesday. She'll be getting her hair done. So I'll be at Dad's house, and when she comes home, I'll have a little ribbon around these. Okay, let me show you one final look. Okay, guys, and before I let you go, I am going to do one little declutter of a product that I've been trying to love, been trying to use, but it's just not working out for me. So maybe my sister will have better luck with it. And it is the Juvia's Place, the Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer. This is in shade 2. And this just does not work for me. And what I mean in terms of that is it really highlights my textured eyelid. It really makes the texture stand out quite a bit. When I use this eye primer, I mean, I tried to use this as recently as last week, and it just did not work. I mean, it really accented all the texture that I had on my lids. And I've been saying that in the past that, you know, just shows texture, but I do have my retainer in, sorry. But you could just really see it last week, and I ended up taking off my eyeshadow on this one eye and just applying my Milani, and then that worked out so much better. So yeah, I don't know if it's maybe the shade will make the difference. It's the shade 2. So maybe if they had a deeper shade, that would be something that worked out better for me. But this one, and my sister's lighter than I am, so this may be something she enjoys, but I'm not going to reach for this again, and I just haven't had good success with it. So I'm going to pass this along with the brushes, this eyeshadow primer. I'm going to pass this right along to my sister, and hopefully she can get some use out of it. So with all that said, that does complete today's video. If you did enjoy the video, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and ringing the notification bell. It just lets you know each and every time that I upload a video. And share the channel, because you know I don't mind. And lastly, please know that you're always welcomed and wanted here on my channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.